going to do a little video here for a few minutes. Please hit the like button, hit the share button as you watch. And this is Biscuit. So let's get busy. Well, let me fix this real quick. Not talking about Cowboys right now. I'm going to talk about the Fever. They lost again tonight to a team they should not be losing to. Yeah, Kaylin, she got hurt in the third quarter, had to go out with a back injury, so they say. I didn't see it on the floor. She's been having a nagging back injury, back problems for all this season. I imagine this is all precautionary, but this team should not be losing. They shouldn't be losing this team. I don't care who's on the damn floor. Like I said the other night, the biggest problem is rebounding. It came back on them tonight big time. And when we're trying to rely on a referee, you might as well forget it. The referees in the WNBA are just not very good at all. So forget it. And that call, it just seems like they always want to insert themselves. Because that call on Leah Boston, man, was absolutely ridiculous. She was in the post, had the ball. Copper, she impeded her. Let's say there's a cylinder around the ball. Around the player. And Copper obviously came in and she fouled on Leah, and her face ran into her elbow. It was well unavoidable. Leah Boston did not swing her damn elbow maliciously at all. But they still gave Copper the foul, but gave Leah Boston a flagrant foul.
Kiss my entire ass.
I don't get it. I just did not understand that call. But it ended up being very big because they got 2 free throws and the ball, which they ended up losing by 2 points, and it came down to a rebound to advance the ball, and the Fever couldn't come up with it. But these things happen. I said when and I'm not taking nothing away from Raven, because she's a solid. She's going to be a solid player in the WNBA. But I just think they needed a big. They needed a big, and it's coming back to bite them. Their defense is absolutely garbage. They have no ball rotation. No defensive rotation at all. And when they do, they start slapping at the ball. These referees are going to call. That is one-sided as it comes in the second half. When it came down to, the Mercury is in the bonus in the third quarter, and it goes all the way to the end of the fourth. And the Fever, the Mercury only had 1 foul against them, and the Fever were putting them in the bonus, and it's just atrocious, man. Their off-ball defense rotation is absolutely garbage. They need to work on that, and of course, I hold Stephanie White responsible for that, because it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. Anyway, they lost to the Mercury. They should not be losing to that team. With or without Kaylin, they should not be losing to that team. Boston had a good. They played. They had good offense, but this is like so many times the fourth time the Fevers gave up 100 points and scored 100 points and still lost. That don't make no sense. You got to have better defensive rotation, man. You can't be leaving people wide open underneath the basket. I think the league should look at Alyssa Thomas a little bit for that little dirty ass move she did on Caitlin when she was on the floor when she put her hand on her throat to get up. That was a little dirty, man. So clean that shit up. But it is what it is. The Fever lost. And they're going to, I think they play the Sparks on Saturday. Then after that, there's going to be, I think they got 1 game in the next 10 days after that. So they can probably get Caitlin rested up. But man, they got their hands full coming up Saturday. Trust me on that. But they need to. Hopefully, Caitlin will be back and be okay. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Anyway, I wanted to come on for a minute and talk about these. Something's got to be done with these refs in the WNBA because they're having way too much impact on these games. That should not. You just can't call shit like that. And there was so many touch fouls that they call. These refs are just garbage. Like I said, I got a buddy named Bill. He's a high school basketball referee here in the state of Indiana, and he says these refs in the WNBA are not even qualified to do his job in high school. So I'm going to take his word for it because some of the things I see is garbage, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's all the refs' fault. Obviously, rebounding and defense has a lot to do with it, and the Fever they foul entirely way too much. They just do. The reason why is because they're not rotating over, and they're reaching and they're slapping. And these refs are going. They like to be. They love to blow that whistle. I mean, the other night, it took 44 minutes to play that fourth quarter. I mean, and they literally called a foul with 2 seconds to go. Man, I mean, these refs are just ridiculously garbage. But it is what it is. Hopefully Caitlin will be okay. We'll have to monitor that. She may have to miss a game. Who knows? She's missed one game, and she missed basically the second half tonight. She got taken out with like 5 minutes on mark in the third quarter. Nobody's seen her go down. She just came out of the game, and she went on to the back and never came back. And they announced that she has that she's having back problems, and that could be a lingering, aggravating injury. It could go on, and they can just say, okay, we're just going to maybe shut her down until after the All-Star break. I have no idea, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. They shouldn't have lost that game tonight. That's just ridiculous. They should not be losing to Phoenix Mercury, to a team that only wins 5 games, to a team that gives up all them threes, and in the Indiana Fever just letting. And I mean, these guys, these Dwana Bonner is 38 years old, and Alyssa Thomas she's been in the league for a long time too. And there's older players. They should have just ran the shit out of them. But again, I blame Stephanie White. I don't think she's a good coach at all. I don't. So, anyway, I just want to come on for a few minutes and talk about it. And you know what it is. Till next time, you know what it is. We them boys. Have a good one.